Orlando Pirates 2, Ahly 1. What does this win mean for Orlando Pirates? What have we learned from this victory for Orlando Pirates? What does this mean for the team, for the players individually, and for the team as a whole in their quest, in their journey in the CAF Champions League going forward? What does it mean? What fixtures could they get? What does it do for their confidence? We're going to get into all of that in this video. But for now, let's get into the performance of the team. The performance of Orlando Pirates in this game. First half, I'm going to be honest with you. First half wasn't that good. I don't think we registered any shots on target in the first half. No shot on target in the first half. Ahly were pressing us high. They were in control of the game. Maybe the first 20 minutes we were able to play our game and created some chances. I remember that chance by Mfugeng, where he could have shot, but he chose to pass to Hoto, and the pass was intercepted by the Ahly defender. That was he was meant to shot right there. He didn't have to pass the ball. He could have shot, and it was on his right foot, his strong foot. He could have just put the ball behind the back of the net, but he opted to pass to Hoto, and the ball was intercepted. And we created some chances with Makgopa dropping in deep and passing to Mofokeng and Hoto. And sometimes the passes weren't clicking. The final pass was just not clicking. We played some beautiful football in the center, in the midfield. And I thought Makaula was very efficient in the midfield. And Tito was not at his best. This game was not his best game, but he pulled out some beautiful passes, some beautiful displays of football. But it came at times he wasn't in the game for the whole game. He wasn't in the game. He came in cameos. He came in what do you call it? He didn't have that much of a good game. If you feel me, if you know what I'm saying, he didn't have much of a good game. He was losing the ball in crucial places. He was losing the ball in the middle of the park. Sometimes he would play 1-2 and it would emanate, and then the final pass just not work for him, which is why he got substituted. He's not usually substituted, but in this game, the coach felt it was best that he takes him off the game because he was a little bit tired. And let's talk about the positives of this game. I thought Hoto had a good game. I thought Mofokeng had a brilliant game. Came out with the goal. I thought Marco he had a good game. He had a good game. His interceptions in the box were crucial today. His work ethic was crucial today, and just his overall play today was very good. It was very good. The tackles he made in the box in the final minutes were very crucial for Orlando Pirates. If he didn't make those tackles, we would have been punished. But he made those tackles, and I felt like with him we were safe. And there were some scares in that game, some penalty shouts, which were valid because some of those shouts were actually penalties. Let's be honest. Some of those shouts were actually penalties. The Ahly players were fouled in the box, so they should have had at least one penalty, but they didn't get any penalties. So it works for us as South Africa, as Orlando Pirates. I'm not complaining on that, but the referees, especially the linesman, had a horrendous game today. The linesman had a horrendous game today. The offsides he was calling, they were not offsides. Maybe 2 of those offsides were actually offside, but the others were not offsides. And I got surprised at how his officiating was so bad. His officiating was it was horrendous, it was despicable at times. Sometimes Ahly would get the ball and a cross is played over the Pirates defense. He raises the flag and it's not even an offside. The player is coming in from an onside position and passing the back line of Orlando Pirates perfectly. He times his run perfectly and the linesman just raises his flag. I thought he had a horrendous game for me. That was absolutely despicable officiating. But we get the goal courtesy of Mofokeng. Bata plays a pass, a crossover the Ahly defense. One defender tries to clear the ball via bicycle kick, which I don't understand why he would do that. The ball falls onto Mofokeng's lap. It hits him. He scores. That's how the goal came. It's not some beautiful display from Orlando Pirates. It's essentially capitalizing on the mistakes of the Ahly defense. But credit to Mofokeng for scoring that goal. Credit to him for staying composed in that box. He was alone in that box in the middle of two Ahly defenders, big defenders, and he came out with a goal. So credit to him. And I thought he had a good game. He had a good game. It was not his best game, but whenever he got the ball, he was able to make some wise decisions, except that decision in the first half where he chose to cross the ball, to pass the ball to Hoto and not shoot. And the game comes into us now. Right now, it's 1-0. We are leading. Ahly are piling on us. They are on us. And it felt like the goal was imminent from Ahly. It felt like they were going to score anytime soon because the defending was shambolic. We couldn't keep our structure. Our midfield was getting run through. I thought our midfield was not as compact as it had been in the first half, but that was due to the pressure that Ahly was applying. They were desperate for a goal right now. And eventually it comes, the goal comes, and it's bad defending from Orlando Pirates, let's be honest. It's just bad defending from Orlando Pirates, that goal. Because I think it's Hoto loses the ball in the midfield. I think it's Hoto. He tries to escape the Ahly defenders, but he is pressed high. The pressure was high, and he loses the ball in the middle of the park. A pass is played over the defense of Orlando Pirates. Then they scored a goal. That's all it was. We could have done better in that instance. That goal wouldn't have happened if Hoto didn't lose the ball in the middle of the park. There was a pass he could have played, a simple pass he could have played, but he wanted to sort of carry the ball. And we lost possession in the midfield with two defenders. We had left two defenders at the back, and the ball is played over them. The Ahly player gets the ball, thinks it over Chaine, and they scored a goal. And there it was. I thought now we were going to settle for a draw because we wanted to finish first place. But these players, they thought something else. The coach brings in Mabasa, he brings in Gilberto, he brings in, who does he bring? So it's Mabasa, Gilberto, I forgot the other, Lamini. And I thought those substitutions were very crucial for Orlando Pirates. They were very crucial for Orlando Pirates because Tito he was clearly tired. Tito Masangani, he was clearly tired. Makopa wasn't giving anything to us in that striker position. He He was dropping deep. Of course, he was dropping deep, playing his usual game. But he had to be replaced. He wasn't giving us anything that we could work with and possibly score a goal. If the ball came into him, it would come to him in the side. He wouldn't be in the box for those crosses. And I was frustrated with him the whole game because there were some plays where he should have been in the box. There was some plays where Mofokeng had to play across into the box, and there was nobody in the box to cross the ball to, and he shouldn't been there. He shouldn't been there. He's the striker. So I was confused as to why he stayed in the pitch for so long, and I'm still confused as to why he always starts over Mabasa. But Mabasa comes on, Gilberto comes on. I criticized the Gilberto substitution. I don't trust this guy. I'm not impressed with Gilberto. Gilberto doesn't impress me one bit. But somehow the coach believed in him, and it's those substitutions who make the difference for Orlando Pirates. It's those substitutions who make the difference for Orlando Pirates, because I think the pass is played from the midfield. I'm not sure who played the pass in the midfield. He plays the pass, the cross. He plays the cross. It finds Mabasa. Mabasa flicks it. It bounces off the crossbar and hits the goal line. And Gilberto comes in and finishes off with a header. My question for that goal is, would Makgopa have been found by that cross in the box? Would that cross have found Makgopa in that box? Had Makgopa been the one in the pitch at that time, would it found Makgopa? No, it wouldn't have found Makgopa, that cross. But Mabasa is always in that box. He knows how to position himself in the box. He knows how to work around the space in the box. And that's what he did. He positioned himself so well in the box. The cross is played, he flicks it, it hits the crossbar and bounces on the goal line, and Gilberto comes in and finishes off, and it's 2-1. But one player I want to talk about in this game, his heroics saved us. His play in this game saved us, and that's Sipho Chaine. Give him a round of applause. Honestly, that keeper saved us today. That keeper saved Orlando Pirates today. How many chances, one-on-ones, did Ahly get in the first half? In the first half, we could have been punished. We could have been 2-1 down, 2-0 down in the first half. We could have been 2-0 down in the first half, but Sipho Chaine stood his ground. He made some brilliant saves. And we got away with the first half. And honestly, after we scored that second goal, Ahly piled on us again. They came on us again. They were piling up the pressure. They wanted to kill us. They wanted to win this game. They wanted to finish on top of the group. But some heroics from Sipho Chaine saved us today. He was the best player on that pitch. For me, he was the best player on that pitch. He saved us numerous times. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. Numerous times. He was there when we needed him the most. He was there. He made some crucial saves. For me, he's the man of the match. For me, he's the man of the match. One-on-ones, the corners. Sure, he had some blunders in the corners, but they didn't lead to anything material. But when we needed him to make a save, he did it for us. He did it for us. So, round of applause for Chaine. So, this game is a very good confidence boost for Orlando Pirates. The other team in the CAF Champions League are looking at us and saying, oh, they beat Ahly. They beat Ahly. The defending champions, they beat them. The 12th-time champions, the 12th-time African champions, they beat them. So they are looking at us with fear. They are intrigued. They are fearful of us. So this is a confidence booster for Orlando Pirates. This game was a confidence booster for Orlando Pirates. It's more than just a win for Orlando Pirates. We finished top of the group. In the quarterfinals, we get to play the number twos of their group in their respective groups. So it's a massive win. It's a massive win. Sure, a draw would have been good for us, but a win is even better. A win is even better for Orlando Pirates. So that's it for me today. That's it for me. Orlando Pirates 2, Ahly 1. Round of applause, Sipho Chaine. Round of applause, Orlando Pirates. On to the next game. Peace.